Now, Senator Patrick had some questions. Senator Spender, do you have some questions?
If you want to go first.
I'll just ask one question, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Just picking up on that conversation where you said, I think, you've got full-time staff on the right-wing issue. I'm just wondering, what language do you use internally? Because I've always found it peculiar that some people are labelled right-wing, but some of their policies have a lot of similarity with what's traditionally thought of as left-wing, and there's seems to be a continuity between extreme right-wing and extreme left-wing. Is right-wing a language you use to compartmentalise the different groups that you need to track?
Senator Spender, I'm not in a position to comment on the internal structures of ASIO. They're quite obviously other than what is shown in our annual report. But we break the threat into vectors. Where is the threat coming from? You're very familiar with the violent Islamist extremist Sunni threat vector. I've spoken about that at length in front of this committee over a number of years. There is a right-wing extremist element. Nothing wrong with that, except when it ventures into violence. That's when ASIO's interests are engaged. So any vector, whether it be from the right wing, the left wing or any other wing, when it crosses the line and moves into violence, then that is a matter for ASIO. The ASIO Act's very specific, and I do commend it to you, talking about the fact that it is quite proper for legitimate protest to go on in this country, for people to hold various views. Nothing wrong with that. But when it moves into the spectrum of violence, then it's a matter of interest to me and to ASIO.
And all that seems very proper. What I'm asking about is probably not the most important issue in the world. It's just about semantics. But for instance, Nazis are National Socialists, so the idea that we would normally think of neo-Nazis as being right-wing just grates a bit, and I'm just wondering whether or not your language, as you've just described with regards to the violent Sunni extremists, is very well thought through, whether or not you have similar caution with regards to labelling groups right-wing or left-wing, or how you might label neo-Nazis.
Senator Spender, we are extremely cautious always with labelling anybody or any group. I've just explained to you that where right-wing or left-wing or any other wing moves into the spectrum of violence, then it's a matter for ASIO.
Sure. Anyway, I think that's it for me. If you want to
Thanks, Senator
pass
Spender.
on.
Appreciate that. Senator Patrick.